going. And you are good to go.
All right, you can go ahead and share in the Discords as well. Welcome, everybody, to session 0 of the Hell Boss campaign. This campaign started as a one-shot that, of course, turned into 5 or 6 different sessions. Not chaotic at all. You're probably wondering why all of the screens are off right now. I wanted a little bit of suspense, a little bit of drama in all of the chaos that will, of course, happen because I know my players. I love them all, and I would have them no other way. So, where we officially start, the year is 2022. This is current day, where you will find that the world is a bit different than what you're used to. In this world, not only are there humans, but there are other kinds: dragonborns, fairies, elves, goblins, even the occasional halfling, and Goliath as well. You will find that there are many strange characters, though none are quite as strange as the demons. Yes, of course, with all the evil that happens in the world, there must be some source behind it. Though the true source behind the demons is really still to this day unknown. Though many go in search for it, it is hard to find because there's a little bit of evil everywhere. Although, what is the true evil? Well, our players here are going to try to find out that one fact. We are going to start with just a normal, in a busy city. It would be a normal, well, relatively quiet day, actually, where the first thing we find is a man walking. Just, seems to be just walking, having a grand old time, listening to music, but it isn't any ordinary music that he's listening to. And he's really not any ordinary man because, as most people look at him, his face is painted. Why is his face painted white and black? Jet black hair. And is that a guitar with him? Aster is the first character that we are going to meet in this campaign. Aster, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to us a little bit?
Oh God, I didn't know this would happen so soon. All right, Aster stands about almost 6 feet tall, wears basically nothing but like black leather, what looks like jeans, but he's got leather chaps over them as well. He does have very unkempt, shoulder length, very shaggy black hair. The white and black makeup on him, he's actually applying in real time as he is walking down the street. It's like he's trying to come up with the perfect look, but every time he gets just a little bit on his face, he's like, nah, no, and then he just kind of rubs it off, and then he starts again. He goes like, ooh, maybe this design, and then he tries to apply it again, checks his reflection in the mirror. It's crap, and he just wipes it all again. Beneath the white and black makeup, he actually looks like a completely normal human. He's just kind of grumbling to himself in a British accent. But yes, slung over his shoulder is a giant guitar case. And he's mostly just kind of keeping to himself right now.
Perfect.
That's all I got.
Wonderful. Now, as Aster's walking down the street, he can hear cars rushing by, different people talking, a few dogs barking. Then he hears something that's quite so peaceful as he hears the clanging of metal and a few curse words as all of a sudden there's a, what sounds like maybe a wrench falling on the cement floor. And he hears a distinct Southern drawl as he has come upon Helena's garage.
Do you want me to introduce? Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yes, you can.
I didn't know if you had any more. Hi, y'all. My name is Helena Davis. I have very long, dark brown hair. It's in messy French braids down my back. I'm wearing a midriff top that is short sleeved and very dirty overalls. I got freckles, though you can't really see them across my nose because my face isn't like coated, but it is very dirty with grease and all kinds of car grossness. And also I have very, very prominent like goggle marks around my entire face.
Just pass it to me. I'm open.
And I am, I heard that too. And I am inside my garage that I inherited from my daddy. As I'm just working on one of my new car projects. That's all.
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to have you leave your camera on, but we are kind of going to shift to another character that we have. It just so happens that there is another shop that's actually right next door to the garage. And it's, well, kind of an odd shop to see next to such a loud garage. I mean, a mechanic's garage, not usually quiet. They'll have these loud, they'll have all their tools going. Half of the time, a lot of them have music going. So, to find a bookshop right next to a mechanic shop it's a bit odd. As we venture inside this bookshop, we find a tall and slender blonde man, but he's just sitting inside reading a book, and just as you can see him, he does seem to be very reserved and kind of in his own little world. That is until there happens to come a crashing through the wall that the mechanic shop and this bookshop share. It would seem that one of the car parts has come loose from the wall that these two shops share, and now there is a big hole where Helena can see Alvaro. Alvaro, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself.
Dang it, Helena!
I'll fix it.
Oh, are you gonna replace all of my books too?
They don't need to be replaced. They just fell on the floor.
They fell on the floor.
No.
Do you realize that these suckers cost me thousands of dollars?
You realize my car parts cost me thousands of dollars too?
Helena, we talked about this.
I know, Mom.
Anyways, my character's name is Alvaro. He is our resident bookwormy alchemist. He is an artificer. He's 23, and he likes to turtle. He likes to keep to himself. He's cute. I like him. He wears long sleeves and jeans. He doesn't really do much. Ow. that it? Is that all I needed to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
All right. Well-
I just have to say, I'm so sorry. I just have to
Go
say,
for
that when you said he likes to turtle, I immediately was like, he likes to go back in his shell.
Am I not turtly enough for the turtle club?
He is a hermit. He's a hermit. So yeah, that's exactly what he does. He just goes like into himself. He's a hermit.
I love it. All right. Well, here at this point, we're actually going to take a little bit of a different turn and have our attention go elsewhere where we actually have, well, it kind of sounds like just, it's a truck. However, this one seems to have a loud clanking coming from it. It would seem that something came loose from under this truck. Well, not only is this truck a bit of at this point in time, it's a little bit of a mess. It looks like it's normally very well kept. However, it does have a few stains on it. It's not necessarily the truck that's the oddest thing. No, the oddest thing would probably be the silver dragonborn that's driving the truck, who happens to be in a very Van Helsing-esque attire. Not only is this dragonborn in, this interesting garb, but does he have a sword with him? Shenron, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yes, I can. So, Shenron here. He's pulling up. He has this big old 4-door extended bed lifted truck with a toolkit in the back. He's seen things, and he just got back from one of his few missions that he has gone on throughout his time, and he's been a bit of a rough go, I guess you can say, the past couple times. He's ran into a few things, so his truck's taken the damage from it, and he's just trying to find the best car shop he can that's within that was within like a 10-mile radius of where he was at, and saw, as he pulled out his phone and checked online there, he saw an ad for Helena's car shop there, so he thought he would pull on it. Seemed as though it had some decent rates there, and it's not too expensive. So, he's pulling on in, you just hear the truck just kind of go, and Charlie looks down and just notices that the gas had just finally emptied in the truck. He just barely made it, and he gets out.
I'm gonna pause you there.
Okay.
Because he doesn't actually make it to the shop just yet.
Oh. Okay.
His truck has actually broken down about a block away. Still not too far that that he can easily get it to the shop still.
Yeah. All right. So
however,
yeah.
His truck is actually broken down about a block away.
Okay. So
as Shenron gets out to look at his truck, he hears a little something, and it sounds like crying.
Oh.
He looks around and he sees a few just regular buildings, a few apartment buildings, but then there's an abandoned office building that he actually hears just this little soft whimpering from. I'm going to let you describe, what Shenron does with this soft whimpering sound.
All right. So Shenron, he gets out of his truck, and as he does so, the truck literally moves up and down. Shenron's a big dude. He's 7'5" and like 350 pounds of just sheer, unadulterated, like, dragonborn muscle. And he just gets out, the truck, and he just gets out there, and as he's looking at his truck, he kind of kicks one of the tires and just grumbles a bit. But then he hears the crying. And he looks around, and due to the amount of training and such of supernatural things that Shenron has done, his first instinct isn't just like, oh, this must be some poor child or something like that that's crying. No, his first instinct is, oh, what's trying to trick me? So he takes out his moonlit scimitar sword and his desert eagle that's on his side. And he is holding out his sword like this, and he takes his gun, and the moonlit sword shines as he's like highlighting and going to this abandoned building, and he has this, don't you shake your head at me, this dude is shoot first, ask questions later. You know this.
But guns are my shtick.
Yeah, and I took the firearms feat. It's just a regular pistol, okay? You're fine. You can build Eldritch Blast pistols. I just have a regular pew pew pistol, okay? So he has his sword out, and he's kind of going like this, like his sword's one way, he has his pistol out, and he's going in, and he's searching around this abandoned building to try to find the source of this crying. Do I need to roll investigation or anything?
No, because actually,
Oh.
what you find is quite odd indeed. Because sitting on the floor, just in the middle of the lobby area of this office building, so basically right as you enter in, there's a child, a little pale-skinned, red-haired girl who is just sitting in a pretty little pink dress in the middle of the floor. But it's odd because she seems like she might be a bit lost. There's no one else around her. No parents, no guardians, no older children watching out for her.
It's fine. This is fine.
Scarlett, would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, so Scarlett, as you heard, she has fiery red hair and pale grayish skin. She's got little yellow eyes. Her teeth are a little sharp, and she's got pointy little ears. And she is 6 years old. Would she hear him come in?
Let me see, what's her...
My passive perception's 19.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going to say yes.
So she's going to hear, then she's going to look.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to go crawl up the wall.
I love this little creep.
And she's just going to like stick to the wall and just stare at him.
Shenron's gonna take his sword, and he's kind of just scouring the room, and just sees this child just crawl up the wall, and he's gonna see it as a child. So he's gonna take his gun is like put the safety on and holster it. He's keeping the sword out just so he can like see this child. Actually, he doesn't need to have that out because I believe he has dark vision. He does because he's Dragonborn. So he's gonna put his sword in its sheath as well, and he's just gonna look at this child and just go, "What are you doing?"
Okay, mind you, she also is not breathing. Like, you can't see her take a breath at all.
Yeah. It's probably not the weirdest thing he's seen. Let's be real. Look at her, it's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Came in here
And
because I
she's just
heard him
gonna
crying.
She's just gonna, like, look at him weird.
He just looks at her and just goes, I heard crying. I thought I'd come and check it out, make sure that there's nothing wrong going on here. Are you okay?
I don't know. Probably not.
By the way, this child looks to be, maybe 7 years old.
Yeah. Shenron just like looks at her and just kind of just shakes his head and just kind of just goes, do you have any parents around? Are you here alone? What's going on here?
Just gonna kind of look around quickly. Yeah, alone, no parents.
So nonchalant.
They disappeared.
This disappeared. What do you mean disappeared?
I don't know. Mean lady said that they what was the word? They died.
The mean lady? Who's the mean lady?
She took me from home.
Sharon's a little bit lost of word because he's not so good with children yet. But he just kind of just goes, well, if you don't have anyone here, do you not is this your... He just kind of looks around and goes, and just kind of raises one like eyebrow. He doesn't really have eyebrows, but it's like, just raises kind of here, just goes, is this your home? Abandoned building?
No, I don't think so.
He just kind of looks around and, hold on, can I do a self roll to see how conscientious I am? How morally correct I am?
You want to do a stealth roll?
No, a self roll. I'm just doing a moral self roll.
Sure, go for it.
Alright, you're good. He just kind of sighs and just looks at her and just goes, come on, kid. Guess I'm your dad now. Come on. Let me go get you some food.
She's gonna look at him really weirdly. She's gonna jump off the wall and land directly on his back. Look around for a second, jump off, and then run right in front of him.
He just goes, alright, come on.
And then she's going to run out and run away from the truck.
In the opposite direction of the truck. Can I...
Remember, she is a child.
I know.
She is a 7-year-old child meeting some weird silver dragon born in Van Helsing clothing for the first time.
She's
ever.
the one on the wall.
I am
My
your
time,
father
mine.
now.
Can I roll like Dex or athletics check to see if I can't like get her and like grab her by like the scruff of her like shirt or something to pick her up to keep her from,
I have a back.
or her
I
back.
have a backpack.
No, you can
on.
slip out of the backpack, okay? I foresee that. You're
Go
just that much
ahead.
of a gremlin.
Shenron, roll an athletics check. Scarlet, roll a dexterity check.
Oh yeah, because that's like one of her best
Check or
stats.
saving roll?
Check.
13.
13?
Did you both just get 13?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. What's your dex, human?
So what happens here is Shenron goes ahead and he grabs and he gets a hold of the just her shoulder, but it's not quite a good enough hold on her shoulder, and her shoulder just immediately slips right out of his hand.
Shenron just grows, goes, "Kid, come on. If you want food and drink, you gotta stay near me, alright?"
She's gonna look back at him and go, "I'll beat you." And then she's just gonna run.
Shenron just follows at this point. I mean, I guess. Just follows his
Hey,
child to make sure
what's-
that she doesn't, like, die.
What's your walking speed, woman?
30, it's average.
35 for me.
So you're just gonna be a little bit ahead. You're not gonna be, like, completely out of sight, but, like, you know.
Yes.
Alright, cool. It kinda... Okay, there's... Hold on. I'm gonna try this. Can Shenron call her and try to persuade her to, like, stop just for a second so he can take some of his rope and put it on the backpack, so it's like one of those, like, walking backpack type things that some children need because they're just little gremlins?
All right, Shenron, roll persuasion. Scarlet, go ahead and roll Constitution.
20?
I can't roll persuasion.
23.
No, he's persuading, and you're trying to hold up your end of things.
15.
I rolled a 23.
All right, so Scarlet slows down and just seems to be rather bored with Shenron at this point.
She's a little anxious being.
Yes.
Okay. So Shenron just goes, "Hold on. I'll let you run, but I need to be somewhat near you." So he takes out this rope that he has and kind of like just cuts off a bit of it and lets it so that there's like a good length to it, and just ties off one end to her princess backpack. And he looks down and he doesn't really show any emotion, but he kind of does a little kind of chuckle because he's amused that this child has such a pretty princess backpack. Even though she's just, a creepy being that likes to crawl up walls.
And may I just say, as he is sitting out there tying this rope to this pretty princess backpack, they're actually standing right outside of the garage and the bookshop. So that the other three are just kind of watching this tall, 7-foot tall silver dragonborn with this tiny little 3'11", tiny little 7-year-old that's under, not even 4 foot tall, in this pretty pink princess jacket dress, tying a rope to the backpack. Go ahead, Helena.
I have like a window, right? Like outside.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have.
Yes, you do.
Yep.
I'm just gonna glance out, say, "What in God? What? And I'm just gonna like walk outside and be like, "Excuse me, little man. Do you know this man?"
And with the most, like, her little teeth are gonna show. And she's gonna go, "I just met him."
This is crazy, but he's my daddy now. He's taking me to McDonald's.
And then Scarlett's got, I'm sorry, and then Helena, she could go inside and say, "Okay, darling, don't worry." And I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna grab my shotgun, and I'm gonna say, "Sir, step away from the child."
I would just like to point out that at the exact same time, Aster is just on the sidewalk watching this. He approaches the door into Alvar's shop. He quite literally kicks the door down and goes like, "Oi! Al! You might want to take a look at this."
I won't have any kidnapping in front of my store.
Best
So,
intro session ever.
So Al's gonna like close his book and he's gonna set it on the table, like on his desk, and he's gonna just turn to Aster and he's gonna be like, why? My door. Always my door. Why do I have to go outside?
Because you're gonna miss the show. There's like a live kidnapping happening out there.
Josh has his hand up.
Shenron's just gonna look at this woman who's pointing this shotgun at his face. He's not gonna like twitch or anything. This is not the first time a gun's been pointed in his face. The man's 150. Like he just looks at this and just goes,
Nice.
"Look, here's the thing. She's abandoned. I found her. Apparently her parents died. She's just I had saved her from being alone and starving to death. I'm just trying to get her to go get some food.
Said
However,
every kidnapper
let me
ever.
finish." He says grumpily
sorry, go ahead.
and loud to this woman who's trying to interrupt him from explaining the situation. And he just tries to calm down and just goes, "Keeps running ahead of me, and I'm trying to make sure she stays within my sight. So I'm tying some rope to her backpack so she can wear it and continue to run ahead of me, but I will know where she is."
Okay. And I'm gonna crouch down back to Scarlet, and I'm gonna say, "Honey, is this true?"
Yeah.
And then she's just gonna look back at Shenron, look back at Scarlet, look back at Shenron, say, "All right," and just put the gun like in this like wing, just like on her back. Say, "Well, story checks out. Y'all want some food?"
Oi, Alva, there's a plot twist happening out here.
So Al gets up from his seat and he goes over and he stands next to Aster and he goes, I thought you said it was a kidnapping.
I know, but it's not.
It's not?
It's not anymore.
It's not a kidnapping anymore.
It was a kidnapping, and now it's not.
Why did I turn into Steve Irwin?
I don't know, but I love it.
I was like, he's
Crikey.
British, but now he's Australian. He's from down under.
He's from the land down under.
So if ACDC
Al.
and Kiss had a baby,
Yes.
that's Aster.
That's Aster.
And then
Al.
Sorry. Go on.
Al's gonna just like pinch the bridge of his nose and he's gonna be like, "You need a nap." And he's gonna walk back into his shop.
Helena's gonna say, "Oh, I was gonna invite Alvarado in for food too.
There's a hole in my shop. Just peek your
I'm
head
making
through.
chili and cornbread. It's gonna fix everything." Anyway.
wait. At this, can I at this moment just like look up and see that the sign says Helena's shop or whatever it's called,
Mhm.
and just be like, "Huh, I was actually trying to find your shop." And he just points down to where his truck's broken down. It's this silver big old 4-door extended bed truck, and he just goes, "I need my truck fixed. I can pay for it."
Why did you become Forrest Gump?
That was adorable.
Points that
All right,
way.
and then
that way,
if
as
the
he
group-
as the rope that is held on to Scarlet's backpack, which is now on the truck.
Can I just say, on the inside of Helena's shop, just so you know, it looks extremely unorganized, but it like she can find everything. And on top of the door, when you walk in, there is a severed demon head with a horseshoe just stuck through its nose. Like she killed it and she mounted it on her wall. It brings her luck.
right, and if the players will just really quick look in the Zoom chat.
Oh,
I'll
I'm
just put in our
sorry.
little-
No, no,
Hold
no.
on.
Look,
Oh no, I just put it in there. I
I'm
just
trying
put
to
it in.
find a heart. Give me a freaking minute, okay? I can't find a heart, so I give you this.
Aw.
Oh.
You're just gonna
Carly,
swear at
we're
us,
live.
bro? That's just rude.
I swear all the time.
You can't say that on TV.
Pharaoh just go in for the swearing.
I'm over here giving the hug emoji, and you're just over there doing the emoji.
All right. So yeah, so there, that should make it a little easier. So as the other people on Twitch you aren't seeing, but we are doing a little bit of a different way of doing these little interactions. We're kind of doing like, it's kind of like an initiative order. So this is how we're I just kind of put a little initiative order so that nobody gets left out in the interaction
Can you
with
also
the
put
rest
that
of the
on
group.
Twitch, on Discord for me, because every time I click on it, it will show the chat on the stream, and I don't want to interrupt like our
Gotcha.
pictures on there for my end. Everyone else can see that, but make it a little easier on my end. Thank you. And I'll mute till it's my turn.
Same.
I'm a little bit concerned about what is going on with.
Put your phone away. We're playing a game. But send that to me.
Oh my gosh. I love those moments. All right, Helena, why don't you go ahead and start this off? Everybody is now inside the shop. For some unknown reason, we have gone from Helena about to jump Shenron for kidnapping, but not kidnapping this small child.
She didn't know what he was doing from her perspective. It's like this grown dragonborn man is tying a rope to a small child girl. That's
Not tying her hands or her feet or any other limbs. The little loopy thing that's on the backpack top of
So
the
you're
backpack.
putting a leash on her.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also have a problem with that.
Like the little monkey backpacks that you see at Disneyland. The childs that
Yeah,
have like the monkey tails.
If you can, okay, you know what? Never mind. We're just gonna leave it be because I don't want to get into that. Anyway, Helena. I can't put it away. I can't. It's so not funny.
Looks like they're distracted. Campaign.
I'm so sorry. Okay. She's gonna walk, she's gonna look at everybody, and then she's gonna look through the hole in the wall that she made earlier, and she's gonna say to Alvarado, put away!
It is put away.
She's gonna look at Alvarado and she's gonna say, hey, Alvarado, you're more than welcome to come over too. I'm making your favorite. Oh my god.
With the honey cornbread?
Oh yeah.
I'll be over after this chapter.
Cool. And she's just gonna say, all right, I got a couch over there. It's only for 2 people, but you guys can also sit on Stop. You guys can also sit on the lazy boy. They're both kind of dirty, but it's fine. And then she's gonna just walk to the back. Oh my god, that's so gross. That's gonna end my turn. I'm so sorry, Leah.
Scarlett's gonna be the little creep that she is. She's not going to sit on the couch, because why would she? She's just going to go and kind of just skitter up the wall and find herself in a little corner. And she doesn't have to use her hands to stay there, so she just has her little feet stuck to the wall.
Alright, it's my turn. One, I think it's freaking hilarious that the way you said Alvaro there, Carly, it sounded like you said Alvarado, like Eldorado.
She did say Alvarado.
so like my brain just went to the road of Eldorado, like the whole movie. So
My whole shtick is gonna be that she throughout this. Maybe it's gonna change eventually, but for right now, she never says his name right.
Just call me Al.
Al and Aster have like the whole Tulio and Miguel dynamic.
No, I just think that's freaking hilarious. It's just like the road to Alvarado.
Well, and it just showed me the most cursed image on the planet.
I see that, and it is.
I posted it in the general chat.
Moving forward, my turn, so we can stay on track. Shenron just sees the rope just go and just sees Scarlet go to the wall, and he just goes, well, at least I have 50 feet of this thing, and just like goes and just ties it off to like a belt loop on him, just so he can just feel where she's at, and just goes, well, I guess this hair is here where she's at, and just goes and sits down on the chair that's near the child where the rope, you just see this like going from that belt loop up the wall to where she is on the wall. He just kind of just sits there. And this is the thing though with Shenron, like he hasn't had kids. He doesn't dislike kids. He just hasn't had kids. So he doesn't really know what to do with kids. So this just seems logical to him. So he just sits there and just looks at Scarlet and just goes, "Good."
Scarlet just completely takes the backpack off. He just drops it.
He just takes the backpack and he just puts the backpack in his lap, and just there he is, 7'5", 350-pound dragonborn with a pretty princess pink backpack in his lap. And he just looks up and keeps an eye on the child. That's it for my turn. It is now Aster's, the Australian kiss singer.
I mean, I guess if that's where my voice is gonna go, that's where it's gonna go. Kind of going back to Al and Helena's little interaction and her inviting him over to Chile. The moment she mentions food, you just see this shaggy black-haired man just suddenly come into view through the hole in the wall, and he just goes, "I heard food. Who has food right now?"
Yeah, you're more than welcome to come too.
On it, and then he kicks the doors heading out of Al's shop, and then he just beelines it like out the shop, down the sidewalk, and just straight up enters Helena's
I thought
shop.
you were gonna honestly have him go through the hole.
No. As he opens the door, he just kind of looks around at the place for a moment, kind of notices the demon head. Righteous. That's it.
Oh, that's Steve. He brings me luck.
Oh, hello, Steve.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Now it's
assuming
Al's
that
turn.
it's my turn. Okay, so Al finishes up his chapter and he walks through the hole, even though like you can see the visible pain as he like steps over all of the books that are on the floor. And he steps through the hole and he looks around and he goes, "You're a Dragonborn, aren't you?
Yep.
Why do you have a pink sparkly bag? Normally, Dragonborns, they typically don't carry things that don't mean of value. So, kind of curious why you're carrying that. Are you expecting? Do you have like a? His gaze looks up and he goes, She's on the wall.
Yep.
Did you stick her up there?
Nope.
She crawled.
Yep. Yep.
I need to. I wish to study her. Is that your child?
He just looks at her and just looks at the backpack and looks back at her and looks over to Alvaro and goes, "Yes, she is now."
I wish to study her. How do you feel about dissection?
He just looks at her and just goes, you lay a finger on, at him, my bad, and just looks at him and just goes, looks at him and just goes, lay a finger on that child in any way, shape, or form to harm her, and I'll make sure you're frozen where you stand.
Charming. Anyways, I wasn't really asking for permission. Aster,
Huh?
do you think
Yes, Mike. What's up?
she may be of a vampire race?
He looks up at the girl just crawling around the walls, going, "Oh, that's sick."
Aster, that was not the point.
Oh, no. I think that's definitely the point.
Huh.
Helena's just gonna pop her head in and go, there will be no child experiments or any fighting unless I charge admission in my shop.
Just a drop of blood. I wish to
that's
test it.
that's up to her. And I just go back into the kitchen.
Small child on the wall. May I, perchance, have a drop of your blood?
No.
No.
And then she's just gonna
Alright.
go, I bite.
Right. Intriguing. And that will be that.
Aster's still standing there. He just looks up at the girl and goes, "You want some chili?"
Yes. And she's going to jump off the wall.
Intriguing.
Back. She's just gonna go, okay.
See, no one can resist the siren song of chili.
Sidebar. I just think it's funny that both Shedrun and her both did the whole nope, yup, like one word thing.
Nope.
Nope.
Not
Yep.
happening.
Yep. Nope. Yep.
Helena's just gonna poke her head out and she's just gonna be like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. And then she's gonna go back in and she's gonna grab some bowls and she's gonna grab some plates. She's gonna get everybody a serving of chili and cornbread and she's gonna bring it all back in and she's gonna and they're all on her arms like a waitress and she's like, who wants chili?
Did you perchance make mine vegetarian? Of course.
Yeah.
I think that
I'm
requires
going
a
to-
deception check.
I'm over here as a DM resisting the urge to go
Yes.
roll deception.
Yep. Yeah. I was just
All right, here, go to my thing.
yeah.
No, mine. Deception.
So you have
I have a -0.
-1.
I'm sorry.
My God, Carly.
What's
Are we
wrong
also
with you?
dividing by 0?
What do I
Are we
have?
just gonna break math?
Okay, so this -1. I'm rolling for Carly. So she got a
I got a 16. That's
Si-
not that bad.
16.
What do I roll?
That would be
I don't even know what my
Insight?
deception. Insight?
Yes. Insight.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
rolling.
It's whatever the DM would say, but normally it would be insight.
Yes, insight. Insight.
I got a 21.
Yeah, no,
Carly
I mean,
isn't vegetarian.
no.
Alva's looking at Helena, and like it's just he could see like beads of sweat running down Helena's greased up face, and he's
And
just
she's
like,
just gonna wipe her hand.
While still holding the chili?
Never mind. I take it back.
Redo!
I forgot.
"Ooh."
She's gonna say, "You want 2 slices of cornbread?"
If you don't mind.
Okay. And I say, "Okay." And then she goes over to Shenron and she's like, "Here you go, big man." And she's gonna put it down. And she goes over to Alvarado. "Here you go."
It's just Alvaro.
No, but no, it's her gimmick. She said Carly
Oh,
said
right,
it.
right.
It's her gimmick.
She's gonna go over to Alvaro. She's gonna say, "Here you go, Alvarado." And she's gonna walk over to Aster. "Here you go, weird dude." And she's gonna walk over to Scarlet and go, "And here you go, little princess lady." And then she's just gonna plop down on the floor and just like look at her hands, which are disgusting, and just like wipe them on her, like wipe them on her overalls.
All I
Typically
can
have guests over. That's nice.
I have a question.
every time that Helena calls Alvarado, I'm just like, the road to Alvarado.
Right. I have a question.
Yes.
This one's for Helena. How big are these bowls? Are they like average size? Are they like
They're average people size because she's a human.
okay? So, in comparison to like Shenron, is it like a coffee
would
cup
be-
size, or is it like?
It'd be like if The Rock had like a normal size bowl of food.
So on one of his non-cheat days, because his cheat day meals
Yeah.
are okay. Because I'm imagining like Shenron would normally like have his meals would normally be like Dwayne the Rock Johnson on his cheat day type of meals, so which are
So
legendary.
it's kind of tiny,
Yeah.
you know, but
No, and the hospitality he would totally be fine with, and he just
Okay.
very politely just looks at Helena and just says, "Thank you for this meal. This is very much appreciated." Just takes it. It doesn't even need the spoon. It just kind of goes and just drinks the whole bowl of chili and just sets it to the side.
Please, ma'am, may I have some more?
No, he just accepts the one serving that she gave him because he's very
Oh, I
polite.
know. I'm just thinking in my head, Oliver.
wait.
Oliver,
Yeah, I was about to say
please,
she's
ma'am.
gonna look at the second bowl that Alvaro didn't eat, and she's gonna say, "You want his too?"
Then he just politely nods and just holds out his hand and receives it and just says, "Thank you very much." And it just takes like the one slice of the cornbread and just kind of dips it in. He savors this one a little bit more because he's just dipping the cornbread in and just taking bites. But he's eating very proper.
Aww.
Yes, Aster.
I was about to say it's technically Scarlet's turn.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
that's
shit. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Scarlett's going to eat it very proper. Just very, very properly.
All right, Aster. Aster, it's your turn.
Okay. Aster, just take like one look at the bowl, one look at Helena, one look at the bowl, and he just like Goku's down the entire bowl. Because and then like he has like a chili mustache right now. He goes like, "Oh, that was amazing. I haven't eaten in days."
That's not okay. You always gotta eat.
No, I can't always. This is the first meal I've had in quite a long time.
No, that's sad.
It's all right.
My
I've
daddy
I've lasted this long.
My daddy always said that you can't work on an empty stomach. You can't do anything on an empty stomach, so you might as well eat well.
What's a father?
You gotta go. And she's just gonna stand up and she's just gonna walk away.
Okay, so that hurt me in my soul. All right. Al is gonna nibble on his cornbread because he actually has a very small stomach, which I think Aster probably picked up from Al. So he's just gonna nibble, listening into Helena and Aster's conversation. Aster, I thought I told you what parents were.
All right, you did that one time. Yeah. I still don't understand what those things are.
Well, when a mother and a father
Uh-huh.
love each other very much.
All right.
Birds and the bees talk.
He is just, he's like leaning in, invested.
Does Scarlett have something they want to say?
She is listening.
Oh, she's listening too. Okay. Al literally has like the biggest, like his face is flushed red because he wasn't expecting to have this talk again. What's up?
Cassandra's just gonna come.
Cassandra?
Cassandra!
I'm losing my goddamn mind. I'm sorry. Helena, I have too many characters now. Helena is just gonna come out from the kitchen. She's just gonna lean up on the door and say, "No, keep going."
And he's gonna like pull on his collar a little bit. You see, when they love each other very much,
Yes.
they procreate.
Right.
It's when the male part of
Not the mama.
the male stuff attaches to the female stuff and boom,
Right.
life. And he's
That's
gonna like
exactly how it works, isn't it?
Shenron just sits there and just goes, "I was an egg, and I was left at a church, so."
I just kind of happened.
You're a weird dude.
but then he kind of looks at the child that's sitting there, like properly eating her food, and just goes, and then he just kind of thinks back to his childhood of not having parents either, and just kind of just goes, but parents are always the one that gives birth to the ones that take care of you. And just continues to eat his cornbread very properly, and just kind of said that like nonchalantly, like no real emotion. He's not really showing any really real emotion, but he just said it like it's a fact, and just kind of just continues to properly eat the food that Helena graciously gave him. Just
I'm sorry, Helena's gonna fuck.
she's gonna what?
she's
She's gonna live demonstrate. She's gonna demonstrate this live.
Helena's gonna like look at everybody and you say, I understand that. I never knew my mom.
Do we all just have sad childhood backstories?
Oh, wait for it.
We're all just little edgy lords that we should be rogues, but we're not.
Wait for it.
I never knew my mom, but I got some of her weird tendencies. I can do some weird magic stuff. I don't know where I got that. My dad never could do that.
Hey, is there any way for me to get these parents?
I'll be your don't.
Well, I mean, family's really who you choose. Like, Mister, you said your name was Shenron?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like Mr. Shenron said, family's really who you choose. So really, anybody can be your parent. Depends on who you look up to.
Oh. Well, that makes perfect sense. And he just walks over to Al and he just puts an arm right around it. Al's my parent.
That's really, really, really sad.
My buddy Al here helps me with so many things ever since I came to town.
Oh, Al, I didn't know you were a dad. Congratulations. It got really sad really fast.
Well, if your grandparents were still alive, they would love you very much, Aster. And he like pats Aster's like thigh, like trying to like.
Wait a minute. There's parents and then there's grandparents.
Oh, no.
Are they like super parents or something?
They're the ones that had the parents. So there's like a line.
So I had parents up until I was 14. We won't talk about that. But there's differences in parents. There's grandparents. Are they right here?
Josh has something to say.
You guys are pointing at me.
Oh.
He's below you.
Oh, not on my screen. They're actually pointing to me on
my
screen.
On my screen, they are right next to me. So when they were pointing this way, I'm like,
on our screen, he's to our left.
My bad.
yeah, on my screen, he's like diagonal from me.
Yeah. I was just everyone just like finishes up his chili and just sets it to the side. And as Alvaro is going through like this whole explanation thing, he just looks to Helena and just goes, "Well, you have anything to drink by any chance?"
I got lots of beer in the fridge.
Beer would be amazing. But then he looks down at the child and he just goes, "But how about just one for now?"
You can go help yourself. You want to get a second one for the kid?
He just goes, "I think if you have any glasses or cups or anything like that, I think I'll just get the kid some water. Not any beer though."
I got apple juice so she can pretend it looks like beer.
Easy, and he just.
Oh, no, she's 4.
Well, I don't know. Yes, funny TikTok, but he just nods, understanding what Helena is saying, and he just kind of does fix them. But after a couple of minutes, you just hear some water going in the kitchen.
Oh, I thought you said bathroom.
No.
I was like, dang, it's a flood in there, I guess.
No, you just hear some water going, and then you hear some clanking going.
Are you washing the dishes?
He's getting.
Stop! Stop being wholesome.
Helena's gonna.
He's a tough guy. He has a tough outer shell. But he grew up in a church, so he's very respectful.
I think
Helena's
we're breaking
gonna, like,
the
hear
GM.
this, and because she's like, I'm assuming that she like left and went and gave Scarlet her juice, and she's gonna like be like, the fuck? Who is washing my mess? And she's gonna like go into the kitchen and be like, sir, do not touch any of my. Just stop.
While this is all happening, Aster's just watching this silently, not looking away as he opens the fridge and gets himself a beer.
I'm just imagining this like that scene in The Hobbit where Bilbo's like just going insane,
And the
but the
knives
dwarves are
blow.
very well like cleaning everything, and by the time it's done, it's perfectly stacked, perfectly clean, and it's just all neat and tidy.
It's organized chaos.
Not in the
Helena's
sink
just
where
like-
everything's dirty with food on it.
Oh,
I wash it when I need it.
Oh, she does.
the reason why Helena and Al are not friends because of her sink, and he just cannot handle that.
They're friends to her.
Oh, that hurts.
This is session 0, okay? This is just the beginning. We have time.
Have time.
Build up.
Oh, God.
I still am surprised that she does not realize that Al is vegetarian.
Probably just didn't want to make 2 things of chili, you entitled
Just to be fair, his nickname while growing up was Prince.
Talk about
Shenron's
entitled.
like, what the fuck?
Okay, so technically it is Scarlet's turn.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Sorry, I don't have a thing up, but I'm gonna skip.
No, you're okay.
I'm gonna skip.
Oh, okay.
So Shenron, you're good.
Shenron, you're next.
Yeah. So Shenron's just standing there in the kitchen. He has his beer next to him. He has like I am now. He has his jacket off, but his like trench coat off, but is folded fairly nicely on like one of the tables or whatever that's like kind of like in the kitchen. He just has it set down there. He has his sleeves rolled up like kind of like how mine are right now. And he just saw like the dishes and stuff, a few dishes and stuff that are like in the sink, and he just thought, just to be respectful and as a way of thanking Helena for the food, he just kind of started doing the dishes. And by the time Helena got in there, he was already like 3/4 of the way through, and they're very well cleaned and stacked properly on the side there, as well as like the cups, the plates, the cups, the bowls, and the few utensils that are.
She's gonna look at that. She's gonna go. All right. I'm gonna give you a discount on your car.
And Shenron just like nods and just says, "That's not needed, but that's appreciated. Thank you." And he just kind of finishes
No,
up.
it's needed. I haven't washed that stuff in weeks.
and like
Just the mold.
the
is like,
thought bubble, like thought bubble moment. Shenron, like inside his mind, just kind of says to himself, but that's inside his mind. he's too polite to say that out. But he just finishes that up and goes, "Well, I should push my truck over into your bay there. I'll be back in a moment." And he just like looks over and sees Scarlet like eating her food, and he just goes, "Do you mind keeping an eye on her while till
yeah.
I'm done?" And
I'm good with Giannis.
he just nods his head and says, "Thanks," and then just walks out to go push his big old truck into the shop because it's broken down.
And all right, with that being said, we're going to take just a quick 5-minute break for people just to use the bathroom or get something to drink, whatever they need to do. Normally, since we're just doing like 2-hour sessions, we won't normally do a break since they are shorter. However, tonight, I think it's fine to do a break because I need to go too. So quick 5-minute break.
I'm sorry, Evan made me die.
No
Like the
worries, we'll
first
be
5
right back then.
I regret nothing.
Oh, thank God. I have to pee so bad. I was
Yeah.
like screaming in the chat. I was like, oh God, I gotta pee. Oh my God, we are not muted.
Joshua, are you okay? You look saddened. You sure? I'm very tired. I'm like overtired to the point to where I'm like a little bit delirious. That's fun. I get my
Hold on, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right, we're back. We're good.
Wholesome content. All right. So,
Making sure that they can hear us. Can you hear us? If so, type in the chat that you can hear us.
Can you hear me?
Like, I can hear you guys. I just want to make sure the chat
Hold
can
on,
hear us.
hold on. Everybody can hear us.
All right, cool.
perfect.
my
All right. So,
background's not
hello. I was not on screen before, but hello. So where we join back in, everybody's had a nice meal. Everybody's had lunch. Shenron did the dishes. Helena felt a bit awkward about it because, organized chaos. But Shenron has gotten his truck pushed into the garage for Helena to work on. And Scarlett's back up on the wall. Except she's not just on the wall. She's like in the corner.
Like a creepy gremlin.
Which I love, that creepy little gremlin.
Oh, I do too.
I had to make a full campaign just to see more of the creepy little gremlin. And so as everybody's sitting there, Helena's kind of doing her thing, starting to look over the truck, see what all needs to be done on it. And Alva and Aster are sitting there, and Aster is still asking questions about parents and grandparents, and Al's just sitting there, and he's trying to explain, but of course Aster's not really comprehending. Like, he's still asking, like, so these great grandparents, they're like really, really great parents, right? So like, and they're only okay, but those parents of those parents were good parents, and then the parents of those parents, those were great parents. Is that so? Like, there's just like this whole back and forth, and Al's just kind of like, no, that's not. So when so you have this whole interaction. And hold on, I will get back into it in just a minute here. And so Shenron is sitting there with Helena, looking at his truck and everything like that, and all of a sudden,
Oh, she's getting really tired.
Hi. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling good.
It's okay. Go feel better.
hon. You go get some rest.
Go get some rest.
Rest is important.
Go
I
rest.
love you all.
Love you. Go.
Love you.
All right. So, as everybody's sitting there and they're all doing their own little interactions, Scarlett has decided to climb off of the wall, and she goes and she actually sits on the couch that's in Helena's garage, and she actually just kind of curls up, and she starts to, she just kind of curls up with a pillow, and she dozes off a bit.
And the pillow smells like diesel.
Which apparently doesn't bother her.
Diesel. Yeah, diesel tinge to it.
So first we're gonna go with Aster, who is below me. I don't know where he is on the stream, but we're gonna go with Aster first because he raised his hand first.
Not much about Aster. He is absolutely invested in what Al is what he's explaining to him. And Aster is he's just taking this all to him. He's got no reason to not trust Al. Al's been there since
Al's his dad.
Al's his dad. And then while he's just going there, he's like, During that time, he takes that beer bottle that he basically just took from Helena's fridge. And it's one of those where you need a bottle opener to open up. But Al just takes his finger and he just flicks the cap off. And then just without looking away, he just starts downing the bottle right in front of Al. Once he's done drinking it, he doesn't burp, but he does make a sound that sounds like just a split second of a death metal scream. So he's just like, and it's like, it is supremely deep despite his body type. He's tall, but he's not big.
He's tall and lanky.
Oh, so he's like tall and lanky. That's
Do you remember
Our-
Lucas from the
Shenron, you go
Kinda,
ahead. You were
yeah.
raising your hand next.
Something like that.
Yeah. So Shenron, as he's just watching Helena fix up his car, he looks over and sees Scarlet, curled up sleeping, and he just kind of goes into the back of his truck and just pulls out a very old blanket that he has back there, and just goes over to her and just puts the blanket on her and just kind of just tucks her in to make sure she's all nice and tucked in and swallowed up and everything, and then just goes and stands by the couch and just watches Helena fix up his truck.
Helena is just gonna be fixing the truck, and then she's gonna kind of glance over and she's gonna see what Shenron did. She's gonna smile and say, "You just met her. Yet you feel some parental bond, don't you?"
I think what I wanted to say. Shenron just kind of looks at Helena and then looks back at the small creepy gremlin girl and just kind of goes, "I know what it's like growing up without parents, and I just want to make sure that she's okay. I'm sure that they would want me to." And just kind of leaves it at that. Hi, Kiki. I miss her, little Miss
She
Critter.
loves you so much, Leah.
She's giving
Did you-
kisses. She didn't used to. When she was young, she was a.
You guys match.
Mhm. Little Miss
Yes,
Critter.
we do. All right. So as you guys are just kind of doing, your different little things, you hear a knock at the window. It's not at the door. Nobody's come into the shop. You just hear a little knock against the window. It's just kind of this light little tapping, but it does definitely sound like somebody's knocking on purpose, but you don't know who.
She's gonna get up and she's gonna walk over to the door. She's gonna kind of look out of the peephole that she's got in it. Who does she see?
So as Helena looks out the little peephole, she doesn't see anybody. But she does hear a little
Is he like below her? Okay. She's gonna be like, huh, alrighty. And then she's just gonna like check that her gun is behind her, like still like in its like little like sling. And she's just gonna very cautiously open up. She's gonna like crack the door.
And as Helena cracks the door and she looks outside, she can see this young Leonin child. And he just looks up at her and he goes, excuse me, my name is Stitch. And I need help finding my family.
Oh no!
Leah, you horrible person.
Oh no! Say, I don't even know how to respond to that because I know what I want, but I don't think that's what she would do. She's gonna be like, okay, and then she's gonna open up the door a little bit and she's gonna say, You want to come in and we can see if we can help you out? You doing your hat thing. We can see if we can help you out.
Yes. Okay. And he just he walks in and his little tail is like swaying behind him and he's just wearing these pants. They look baggy on him. Like you can tell he's got nice clothes on. So, you know, like you can tell that he's cared for. He does have a family, everything like that, you know, but he does seem a bit sad.
Well,
Is he blue?
No. No, he's a Leonin. So
Is
he's
he
tan.
black?
He's tan.
Tan, okay.
I will accept.
Tan.
Alrighty. Well, little one, where were your parents last you saw them?
We went to the fair that's in town. But they said that it wasn't it was a bad fair cause people were going missing.
Oh, no.
I don't know why they wanted to go, but they said they had to help the people that were missing. So they went and I lost them.
Well, is this fair still going on?
Yes.
Oh, well, not really my area of expertise. Hey, Mr. Shenron,
Shenron just pokes in.
I found another kid for you.
Shenron just looks down at Leonid and just goes, pick up.
She's
Just
gonna say apparently, and then she's just gonna reiterate everything that he just said to her because I don't feel like.
You just hear suddenly in the back, "Hey, Al, we got another possible kidnapping here."
No, Aster, that's not how that works. God.
Another plot twist. The kid comes to the kidnapper.
We're not kidnappers.
Meanwhile,
If I
Stitch is just
didn't
sitting
know-
on the couch, kicking his legs back and forth.
if I didn't know in my head exactly where Shenron would keep all of his weapons, I would totally just have him just like, like fourth dimension, pull out his shotgun and point it at Aster and be like, "Shut up." But that's not. But I know where they're at.
You have a shotgun now, don't you?
I've
Huh.
had one. Look at my character sheet. It's been there since the beginning.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
Charlie, you don't own the copyright of
I
shotguns.
do.
No, you don't.
This scene is set in modern day. You can buy one at any corner store.
I made mine.
There's a Walmart down the road.
You can buy one for $12.50 without a background check.
That's a
Ooh.
problem. Anyway, we're not gonna get into that. That's politics. I'm not touching.
I was gonna
Anyway.
say we're not doing that
No.
on this stream.
I'm just. Oh no, but
Anyway.
Shenron's actually gonna walk over to the little Stitch child and kneel down in front of the kid and just go, "All right, so tell me where exactly at the fair did they go missing, and where is this fair?"
It's on the corner down a mile down, and they went.
He's so sad. Somebody help him!
They went into the mirror maze, and they didn't come out.
My friends need to be punished.
My nickname is 626. Anyways.
But they gave me a weird code. And they said that my name was 626, and I was like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Can I roll insight to see how truthful this child is being?
Yeah.
Yes,
Shoot.
Oh my
please.
god, the child is a mimic.
All of a sudden, he just turns into a bookshelf. Run, 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 run.
I got a 12.
I mean, as you can tell, the child is very truthful. He's a kid, like he's maybe 5 years old.
Oh, poor bean.
He's maybe 5 years old. So like as far as you can tell, when he's thinking about things and he's trying to like tell you what happened,
Mm-hmm.
he really is just a little kid that's lost and lost his
Okay.
parents.
I think we gotta go to this fair, y'all.
Al is actually going to get up from his seat next to Aster, and he's going to actually walk over to the child. And he's going to get down on one knee, and he's going to take one of the kiddo's hands, and he's going to be like, "Would you like a book?"
I like how there's 2 adults right now kneeling in front of this child.
Fuck out of here, Shinron.
You could try to move him that way.
No.
Do you have any picture books?
I do.
Oh! Oh my god!
By the way,
I
I love to
do.
break my character, my my players.
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Everybody else's ovaries are exploding. Me, not even phased.
You are a mom. You're like, I've been through this.
I've been through this already.
Like I'm dealing with this right now.
He's going to take the child by the hand. You two, Helena, Shenron, figure out where the fair is. I'm gonna distract the kiddo, get him some food, get him some water.
I
Figure
got
out where
food
it is.
Here.
He's
Kids
just
love
gonna give you a look.
Kids
he's just
love
gonna-
chili and cornbread. That's like what I lived on at his age.
Helena, he could have an allergy to whatever spices you may have in the chili.
How else is he gonna learn?
Helena. And Al is actually gonna pick up the kiddo and like carry him off into his kitchen and stuff and get him a picture book. While
He
the other
already
two
said where it was. He said it was like
Mile
a
down the
mile
road.
down that way. Yeah.
it could be more than that, because a mile to a kid is actually could be more.
Well, I did it.
A mile to a kid would might be shorter.
It might be less too.
Yeah.
Like he's a 5-year-old.
Because to a 5-year-old Carly, a mile was like, oh my god, when the fuck are we gonna get there? Now it's like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever.
Yeah, so-
or like a mile is like literally just 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Depends. It
A block
depends.
down the street, there's this whole carnival going, and you guys haven't even noticed yet.
Yeah, it's like you don't know, because I certainly, Al certainly would not even pay mind that there's a carnival going on.
Wait, do I, because I live like on this block, do I know of any carnival going on, Miss DM?
Oh god.
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Oh god, I'm scared. What did I pick up?
Alrighty, I'm gonna roll a bendy.
God, is the child gonna like turn into like a zombie, like the undead, and like just like latch itself onto Al's neck?
That's a 10, and then I add my history. I got a 15.
Did you roll on Aster's or yours?
We're
On
logged in on my account and not hers, so we
I
can't
roll a
roll dice on.
D20. I roll a D20 and then I add mine.
We can't roll dice on her character sheet. We have to roll it on mine and
Okay.
then
Not
add and subtract
problem.
manually.
So you said that was 15?
Yes.
Awesome. So yeah, I mean, as far as you know, you've seen a car, you've seen actually a Ferris wheel. It's yeah, it's probably about, almost a mile, like, half a mile, a little more than half a mile, because like as you said, to a child, a mile seems like forever. half a mile seems like forever. So yes, you do remember seeing like the Ferris wheel and seeing a couple other things. It's actually been there for a while.
There's actually a carnival.
Where
that I
is
think
it? Like
half a mile in town.
half a mile where? East, north, south, west?
Where? What are the
Where's
coordinates?
our block? Where
I
are
want
the
the
coordinates?
exact coordinates. I want the latitude and longitude, Miss DM.
Steal my joke, gosh. Wow. Wow. I
Like,
fed
is
you
it
that one.
Down
I
the
fed
street?
you
Is it
that
up the
one.
street? Is it left? Is it right? Where are we going on the street?
It is half a mile northwest. The
Okay, I'm
opposite
dumb.
direction
Don't use
from
that.
where Shenron's
You're
truck
the one
came.
that asked north or south, Pharaoh.
I
meant-
actually think I remember seeing a carnival in town. So, hey guys, and Alvarado, y'all want to go?
Alvarado's watching the child, apparently. While we
Yeah,
go
I know.
once again.
She's no. She's screaming through the hole that's still in her wall.
God.
Y'all want to go to a carnival?
I was gonna turn with the kid like on his hip while the kid has like an apple slice and a picture book, and he's gonna look at Helena and he's gonna be like, "Do I have to go?"
I mean, if you want to help the kiddo.
Is the kid allergic to apples?
No.
Hey, I've seen weirder allergies. I had a resident once at the crisis shelter I worked at that was allergic to celery.
I know.
I'm allergic to pumpkin.
I'm allergic to kiwi.
I'm allergic to harvest.
I'm allergic to vegetarians.
That is a personal attack on Al, and I will not stand for this.
I'm allergic to people who think that they're helping the environment by being a vegetarian.
He's not. He just has a small tummy. He does not care. If he could eat meat, he would. He thinks it's delicious.
Oh, he's like actually. Oh shit. Well, now I feel bad. Because I'm
He like
My
you.
throat stands.
He like looks at y'all eating like your chicken, drumsticks, and turkey, and like ground beef, and he's just like, I wish I could eat that, but my tummy says no.
My mind's
You
telling me
just-
no.
I can just imagine in the future Shenron just like before we move on, like I just imagine like Shenron like just taking like a drumstick and just holding it out and be like, I know you want to eat this, but you can't. Do you just want to sniff it real quick just to
Do
kind
you
of
just want to
to
sit down?
feed the urge?
That's so mean.
No. You would do it in a nice way, just be like so that way like he gets like Al gets the taste. And you
That's
get to
like
savor
even
it.
more torture, yo. Like if somebody just held the thing and was like, you can't eat it, but you can smell it. I feel like, what are you trying to do, man?
Here, I'll just lick it.
Yeah, just
Right.
lick it just so you get the taste and you get to be like, thank you. I'm a little satisfied.
Can everybody else
I
see
think that would
Tyler?
make me less satisfied.
Blurry in the
'cause I
background,
wouldn't-
yes.
I wouldn't be able to eat it. I would just have gotten like a taste of it, and that would make me want it more. But
Right.
I'm
Right.
stubborn like that. So
Right.
anyway, Helena's like, y'all wanna go to a carnival? I know where it is.
Oh, I love carnivals.
Did you not hear a word that we were saying?
Oh, I totally blanked when I heard carnival. I want to go on all the rides. I want to get some cold candy.
We're
Well-
trying to find this child's parents.
What are those again?
Shenron looks
You're
at
pretty, but you're not that smart, are you?
Yes, Shenron.
Shenron sees Al with Stitch, and then looks to Scarlet, who is still sleeping on the couch there, curled up in the blanket, and just looks at Al and goes, "If you promise not to test on her, or dissect her, or harm her in any way, shape, or form, could you please also watch after her while we go and check out the carnival?" Because
Is he
she
not
is
coming
sleeping.
with us?
No, she's sleeping, remember? Like the whole intro was her sleeping and Sherman putting the blanket around her.
Listen.
I cannot say if I will or not,
It's like,
but I will certainly try.
Genron is not satisfied by that. He's like, all right, never mind then. It just goes to his truck, pulls out his Kevlar vest, puts it on. He goes back into the kitchen, takes his trench coat, which as he lifts it up from the table, you hear the table like creak as though it's relieved that the weight of this trench coat is off of it.
Kinky.
And puts it on, and you can hear some like metal kind of clanging within it, and he puts it on, and he just takes Scarlet, like holds her here and takes the blanket and kind of swaddles her into so like it just she's being held up by the blanket right there, and then puts his trench coat around her to kind of like protect her there, and just goes, guess I'm gonna hold on to her while we go. Come on, let's go. And he just begins to walk out of the shop.
Al groans because he really does not want to go, but he follows along with Stitch on his hip.
Stitch is just kind of sitting there bouncing. Can we get some cotton candy?
Not right now, little one. And he like boops Stitch's nose. Definitely like a father.
And then,
Aster's so happy about this
Wait,
shit, and I'm
wait.
just confused.
and then Helena's gonna whisper to Stitch, "I'll get you some cotton candy, little one."
Can I hear her say that?
Go
Like-
ahead and do a perception check.
It's persuasion. Hold on.
Perception, not persuasion.
Perception.
Freaks my perception. Hold on. I'm gonna big screen it. Maybe I can find it then.
Well, his passive perception is 13.
I don't know how to roll it though.
You just click on
Should I just-
perception. If you just click on it, it will roll for you.
Oh, there it is. I'm dumb. I found it. What did I get?
15.
15.
So did I hear her say that?
You hear it. You hear it. Not like, oh my god, it's like she's saying it right to you, but you hear it.
I'm gonna buy you
Oh, no.
candy. It's my ASMR.
Helena. We're about to have some words.
Well, I don't
You
know
want
what
to
you're
keep
talking
your
about.
pretty hair.
You
I
want to
don't know
catch
what
these
you're
hands?
talking about.
You want to catch
Catch
these
me
hands?
outside.
Wait, Helena's just gonna look at Alvaro and go, "I don't know what you're talking about, do you?" You know what?
As she walks away, Aster just kind of sneaks in right next to Alvar going, "I want cotton candy!" Just like loudly right in his face.
I was gonna like lean back and later, Aster, later. You can clearly see the Al and Aster. Al is definitely the brains, and Aster is the fun.
I love it.
No.
All right. So you all start walking in the direction, and Stitch, I mean, although he's 5 years old, he is actually, you can tell that this kid's actually still pretty perceptive and, you know, understands what direction that he came from and where he last saw his parents. So like, you pick on this kid is, although he's young, you can tell he knows what he's looking for, and he knows, you know, where he last saw his parents. And sure enough, you guys come up to what the, you know, big sign on the outside of this building that says House of Mirrors.
I don't like this game anymore.
And Helena's gonna be like, don't like mirrors. I don't like
Is
them
it
at all.
Aster charges right in.
Oh no.
Shenron just groans and just follows along because he's like, not worth having him die, I guess. And just kind of just like goes on in. Can I roll investigation once we get in there?
I was gonna say, let's go ahead with Helena first.
Helena's gonna like clutch the necklace underneath her shirt, and it's like a holy symbol. And she's gonna be like, all right, Mom, let's do this. And she's gonna walk through.
All right. Al's got a child on his hip, and he's gonna look child. He's gonna look back. Should we leave him for dead?
Aren't you, those your friends?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. And do you breathe?
Then we'll help. We'll help our friends.
All right.
Ah!
Let's go in then. And he's gonna walk in with Stitch.
As you all enter into the House of Mirrors, the doors close behind you.
No, no,
I don't like this.
don't like that. Don't like that one bit.
I'm scared that the child's gonna turn on the whole party and try and murder Al.
Hold on, hold on,
Terrified.
hold on. a sec. As you've entered in and you hear the doors close behind you, the next thing you hear is just this voice over. It's a whisper, but it seems like it's over loudspeaker, so it's all around you, and it's just saying, "Welcome to the House of Mirrors.
Thank you.
Where no one leaves."
No one leaves.
Us all these.
Shenron just hears that noise and just chuckles and goes, "Huh, guess we're home now."
I could just break all them mirrors and find my way out.
You want all that
Super
bad
duper
luck?
easy.
Meanwhile,
Oh, that luck don't exist. I make my own luck.
meanwhile, deeper in the hall mirrors, you just hear, "Of course we can leave. Houses need doors."
That is actually where we're gonna end the session for tonight. When we come back, everybody will return and we will be in the House of Mirrors and start our first real adventure in the campaign.
Yay!
I'm
Oh,
terrified.
Now, since we normally do it at the beginning of sessions, but I kind of wanted to start out session 0 in a special way. If anybody has any announcements that they'd like to make before we end the stream.
I mean,
Tune in for the Great Poison tomorrow at 7.
That one.
I don't got nothing.
I don't have any. Like,
Yeah.
surprisingly, I don't have any.
I booked my first customer today at my work, which was super
Yeah.
cool.
Yay.
It's only my 12th week, and they were like, "That's like legendary," and I'm like, "Thanks, guys."
Awesome. All right. Well, so we do have a couple other campaigns. So Shenron, the Silver Knight, or Josh DeHuman, also has a campaign. It's on Wednesday nights, most Wednesday nights.
I am in it. So
Yes.
is Leah.
And then obviously we have this campaign, and then there's the Great Poison, and then we also
I'm
have
in that as
another.
well.
Yes, we are. This is part of the reason why I said we should do this one and our blessed Damon Machina every other week, because I was like,
That's a good idea.
we're in like 3 or 4 different campaigns each, so let's do it
Brittany's
every
in the
other.
Great Poison as well.
So,
I am. Pharaoh's in the Great Poison, and I play Zach, Captain Zach.
And
It's gonna be very different from Al, so this is gonna be fun.
and she's in this our blessed Damon Machina.
I
Yes.
am.
I
Yes,
am
actually.
in that
actually,
one
all of
too.
us are. So
Yeah.
tune in sometime next week. I'm not sure exactly when the session 0 for that will be, but we're all actually players in a campaign called This Our Blessed Daemon Machina. It's going to be a mouthful to say, but yes, we are excited to start that one as well. If anybody wants to put in their social medias or just say I have to type mine in the chat because mine's a little long.
I'm really close to hitting 2K on the Instagram.
Nice.
If y'all want to follow me, it's Curly Pearl Cosplay. That's literally what it is on all my socials.
It really is. Mine's Pharaoh 170, so it's I don't want to. I'll just type it in the chat so you know how to spell Pharaoh. But I only use TikTok, and guys, we're almost to 5K. We're so
Nice.
close.
Yay!
Almost to 5K.
I am 25 away from 1,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm at let's see here. I am at currently 35.7K on TikTok. But it's Josh_the_Human, like it is across pretty much all social medias: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. So if you want to find me on any of them, go ahead and do so. I am there.
I am 1,840.
Oh, I realized that I also have Twitch, and I just added myself on Twitch.
I was saying I am 1,840 on Instagram. I'm really close to reaching 1.9. It'd be really cool if I could make it 2K.
You know how many Instagram followers I have? 151, because I don't
Oh,
post.
girl.
Same.
I need to make a new Instagram that's like connected to my TikTok. I really need to do that.
Do it.
So yes.
I'm gonna go. I gotta go to bed because I got work.
Yes.
Me too.
Yes. I think this is
I
a
have
good
to
time
go shopping in the morning.
So you will see us again in about 2 weeks. I'm not sure exactly of the day, but tune in on Wednesday when we will be in Josh's Shenron's campaign. And we might know a little better then. Or obviously he'll probably host the Daemon Machina one as well, and we'll know then when we're by the end of that one.
And join me, Evan, and Pharaoh tomorrow for the Great Poison.
I'm so excited!
Typically hosts it.
Yep, I have you guys on my automatic to host. So.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Excited.
Thank y'all.
All right. Love you.
Bye, everybody! Have a good night!
Love you, Miss. Want you.